How's it going, everybody? You're watching Then About Tech, and today I'm going to teach you something very simple but extremely helpful, and that is how to keep your iPhone cable intact. So how to prevent your iPhone cable, the charger cable, from breaking. We all know that this happens all the time. We all know the iPhone charger, the quality is not very good, so it breaks all the time right here at the top, in the middle. It just tears apart sometimes very easily. So if you follow this video and all the tips I'm gonna give you right now, I can guarantee that your iPhone cable will actually outlast your iPhone. I have quite a lot of cables right here, and I've changed iPhones and they're still here, they're still alive, and they haven't broken. So just follow these tips. Let's go ahead and begin, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. Let's go. Okay guys, so just to prove it to you, I've got a few cables right here, and take a look at this bad boy. So this cable is from my iPhone 5, so it's at least 7 years old, and even though it's very old and very yellow and everything like that, it's okay, so it's pretty much intact. Of course, it's old, but it's not broken or anything like that. It works perfectly. And again, this is an extreme example because this is a 7-year-old iPhone cable, and again, it's working. So without further ado, let's begin with the tips themselves, of course, because that's what you want to see. And the first thing I want to show you is what to do while charging. So this is one of the most common issues, and this is actually the biggest reason why cables break, especially right here at this joint. And that's what a lot of people do. So they go ahead, plug in the cable, okay, so they're charging the phone, and while the phone is charging, this is what they do. They lean the phone on a table while they're charging, or if they're in bed, they just lean on their chest, on their belly, whatever. So they lean the cable like this, bending the cable and applying the whole weight of the phone on this joint right here. Look at this, look at how this is gonna look. This is terrible. A lot of people do this, a lot of people do it like that. It's just this motion right here, this bending process right here, especially if you are applying weight and force. This is just very bad, and this is the biggest reasons why iPhone cables break, especially right here. Don't do it, never do it. If you are using your phone while charging, hold it as if it wasn't charging, so try and hold it. Don't lean the weight on the cable. If you're in bed, same story. Use your phone, use your pinkies to hold it. Do not apply force right here. Do not bend the cable like that. This will break your phone, your cable, so fast. Another big mistake people make is this one. While the phone is charging, of course, they just go ahead and yank it off. They just do that motion of just grabbing the cable, okay, and just maybe like grabbing the phone like this and just yanking it off like that, or using a little bit of force of power, especially if they're doing it with angles. This is one of the worst things you can do to your cable. If your phone is charging and if you want to unplug it, just go ahead and hold your phone, hold your cable by the tip, and unplug it. Use the same method, do the same procedure you do when you are plugging it in. Grab it at the top, at the tip, and then go ahead and plug it in. That's it. You plug it in, you plug it off. That's it. Don't go ahead and yank it off. And the exact same thing with the charger. Follow the exact same thing with the charger. Do not go ahead and just pull it out of the charger. On the other end, on the other tip right here, I'm just using this extension. Very sorry about that, but I'm using this extension right here. So do not do it like that either. That's very bad. Go ahead and the same way you plug it, you go ahead and unplug it. That's how you should do it. That's how you protect your cable, and that's how you prevent it from breaking and keep everything intact. Now let's talk about transportation. So let's say you're charging your iPhone, you unplug it from the wall, and you wanna take it somewhere else, put it in a bag, or maybe just store it in a drawer or something. What a lot of people do is they just unplug it the way it is, and they just start rolling the cable on the charger, on the power adapter itself, doing exactly what I'm doing. Take a look at this. Take a look at what I'm doing to the cable. This is one of the worst things you can do. Take a look at this end right here. It's just being completely bent. Take a look at the middle right here, this middle section. Look at the cable. Look at how the cable is. You're just destroying your cable by doing this. Never do it like that. Never. Okay, just undo this. Okay, unplug. And the correct way you should actually store or transport your cable is just by rolling it on itself easily, like this one. Let me show you how you can do it. It's very easy actually. You just roll, you put one end on the palm of your hand, and then you just start rolling. You don't need to put a lot of force or pressure or anything, or stretch it or anything like that. And while it is at this position, all you have to do is put the cable, one of the ends, in between the cable itself, the other end in between as well. So then you're gonna have your cable like this, and that's all you have to do. Very easy, very tidy and organized, and you can put this in a drawer. You don't need anything like a rubber band, a tape, anything like that. You just need your own cable. And with this, as you can see, the cable is not under any stress. The ends of the cable, the tips and the joints, are not under any stress. They're also not bent in any weird angle or anything like that. They're just protected. They're not gonna break. And last but not least, the final tip, and that is extreme temperature. Do not put your cables, do not expose your cables to extreme temperatures. So if you expose them to very cold weather or very hot weather, this is not going to be very good. And you can ask me why. That's very easy. That's because the material the cables are made of is rubber. So it's just made out of rubber. So of course, if they get very hot, they're gonna get very flexible. They're gonna expand a lot, and they may be prone to actually breaking very easily or peeling off or anything like that. And if they go through a very low temperature, very cold weather, they're gonna just contract a lot, and that's gonna make it very breakable. So it can just break very easily by just doing something like that if you are in a very cold weather. So as of any type of electronic accessory or product or gadget, try and be careful with extreme temperature. That's why that's the final one, because that's pretty obvious, but again, it's very important mentioning the obvious sometimes. So that's pretty much it. Hope you like this video. Hope with this this can help make your iPhone cable last years and years like my cables have, as I prove it to you, as I'm showing to you with those awesome but very simple tips and tricks on how to keep your iPhone cable intact. So that's pretty much it. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below, also the subscribe button with a little bell icon, and the comment box down below. I'm always checking out your answers, and of course I'll be back in a few days, guys. Bye bye.